Welcome back to my channel, listeners. This is your Jamaican soul teacher. Today I greet you with positivity, love, joy, peace, forgiveness, gratitude, love for humanity, love for nature, and love for self. As always, I love to take the opportunity, my listeners, to give the universe thanks, otherwise known as God, thanks for the many blessings. The main blessing is the gift of being present, the gift of being alive, waking up another day, being above ground. I am grateful. We should take time out, my listeners, to show gratitude for all that we have. When we show gratitude, my listeners, it opens us up to the many blessings that are available to us. Because oftentimes we focus on the things that we do not have. And then when we focus on the things that we do not have, we're not able to recognize the many blessings or the things that we do have. And it is often said, my listeners, that you are where you ought to be, or you have what you should have. So the things that we think we need to be happy or to be complete, it's not real, my listeners. We always have in our presence what we need to survive. Today, my listeners, I want to share a video with you. You should see it on the screen already. It's a video of how we vibrate as human beings on this planet. I often speak in my videos about us being energy beings or energy fields, and that we vibrate. However, it is not visible to the naked eyes, because what you see is the flesh, the form that we exist in. So we are spiritual beings and we vibrate, my listeners. It's so beautiful when you look at the video. This is actually how we look. We vibrate. We vibrate along with the cosmos, my listeners. We vibrate along with the universe. And for those who do not know, the universe has a pulse. And the pulse that the universe vibrates at is 7.83 hertz. You can go online and check that out. That pulse is what is in us that makes us alive. So we vibrate along with the universe, and the pulse that is in the universe, or the pulse that the universe beats at, is the same pulse that is in us. And that proves to us, my listeners, that the universe is in us. Yes, we are the universe. The universe is us. So this is magnificent, my listeners. The video is so beautiful. This is all we are. We are connected through this vibration, through this energy. That is why you can feel other person's energy when you're in their presence, my listeners. You don't have to say or speak, but you can communicate via the energy that you have. And this video shows us how we look in the absence of the flesh. How we vibrate. It's so beautiful and magnificent, my listeners. It's so wonderful. We are such beautiful beings. We are infinite, immortal, magnificent beings living or existing here on earth, my listeners. We need to know who we are and what we are, my listeners, so that we can become what we came here to be. Yes, my listeners, this is a beautiful video, and I just wanted to share it with you. Know yourselves, my listeners. Know who you are. And when you know who you are, my listeners, you won't be so easy, or we won't be easy to be manipulated. Yes, my listeners, we are great. We are magnificent. We just need to turn inward, because everything we need is inward built. Yes, my listeners, inward we need to turn. Let us not forget to be humane. Let us not forget to treat each other good, treat each other well. Because, my listeners, the fact that we are connected, the Bible says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And this simply means, my listeners, because we are so connected, what we do to others, we're actually doing to ourselves. Because we are just an extension of each other. So treat each other good, because you're doing it, or you're treating yourself good. If you do good for someone, the blessing always come back, my listeners. I'm sure you have never thought about it, or for those who thought about it. When you do good to someone and the blessing comes back, it simply means, my listeners, you're doing good to yourself. Because when you do good to another, it's not another, it's just an extension of yourselves, my listeners. And the opposite is true. If you do bad to anyone, then you're doing bad to yourself. Because we are just separated by the form, but we are connected through the universe or through our collective consciousness, my listeners. And I often speak about this in my videos. So let us do good to others. Let us do good to the plants, treat the plants well, because we get food from the plants, we get oxygen. Nature, my listeners, we are all a part of nature. We need to take care of nature, take care of the plants, take care of the animals, take care of the environment, my listeners, because we cannot survive out of the environment or out of nature. So let us start, my listeners, to look around us, my listeners, and acknowledge the beauty of nature, acknowledge the beautiful plants, the beautiful animals, the beautiful environment, the beautiful sky, the beautiful people around us, my listeners. And each person you see is just an extension of ourselves, my listeners. It's just that our outlook in life may be different based on the level that we vibrate at. That's the difference, my listeners. But we are all one. As Jimmy Cliff would say, we all are one. We are the same person. We all are one, same universal world. Yes, that's our Jamaican singer, Jimmy Cliff. So let us, especially during this crisis, my listener, the COVID-19 crisis, let us check on each other. Call a friend, call a family, call a loved one, especially those vulnerable groups, the older persons who might be living alone. Call them. We might not be able to visit each other at this time, my listeners, but we can check on each other. If it's even to buy something and leave at the doorstep, let them know it's there to pick it up. Let us help each other during this time, my listeners, and do not be overcome with fear, because fear is very dangerous, my listeners. We do not need to be afraid, because this too shall pass. This is only the beginning. And it's all about how you see perspective, my listeners. If you see this as a new start, then it's going to be a new start. If you see this as the end of the world, it's going to be the end of the world, my listeners. So let us have a new perspective on life and see where we can move from this crisis, from this pandemic. Life can only get better, but it's all about perspective, my listeners, how we see life, how we interpret life. It's not doom and gloom. It may look that way, but as I said, it's all about perspective. Look in every situation. Look at every situation, my listeners, and see what lessons you can learn, how you can build yourself, or you can pick up the pieces and move on. Thanks again, as always, my listeners, for tuning into my channel. I really appreciate the support. And as we grow together, my listeners, I pray that you will search yourself, search information so that you can grow and develop. Never accept what is presented to you, my listeners, as gospel. Never. And if it's one thing, my subscribers and my listeners, I pray that you will search to find the truth. But the first place you need to search is inward. All the truth you need is inside. Trust your instinct. Trust your intuition. Trust, we here in Jamaica, we call it vibe. We say, me just get a vibe, or, me not get a good vibe from the person there. I just feel, feel. It's really about feeling and trusting how you feel, my listeners. Because the beauty lies within us. The world, as we know it, is created from within us. It's our perspective. And if you notice, everyone sees the world different. And this is why, because how we see the world is based on how our interpretation of the world, or the level that we're vibrating at, my listeners, our past experiences, our reality, how our reality was created. But everything, the world is, we can only interpret the world through our own two eyes. We cannot interpret the world from another person's perspective. That's just a story to us. It's real to us when we experience it for ourselves, my listeners. And it's beautiful when you can interpret the world from your own two eyes, my listeners. Yes. So it is my wish, my listeners, that we will be there for each other. Take care of ourselves, nurture ourselves, and try to be healthy, my listeners. If you notice what is happening, my listeners, with this illness, the COVID-19 virus, my listeners, it requires that in order to fight it, you have to be healthy. You have to have a healthy immune system. And in order for you to have a healthy immune system, my listeners, you have to put healthy things in your body. Do not feed on fast food, my listeners. Fast food, it's not food. It's just a full belly. It does not have nutrients, my listeners. You have to eat fruits and vegetables, natural things that comes from the earth, my listeners. Exercise daily. If it's even walking for 20 minutes, do something, my listeners. But the main thing is to put healthy things in your body. Start taking care of yourselves, my listeners. Help that. Let us work on ourselves so that we can have a prosperous, stress-free life, my listeners. Yes, my listeners. This is Nadra Brown, your Jamaican soul teacher. I wish for you a beautiful day. Today is Sunday, April 5th, 2020. God bless you.